Okay, so this is basically the start of a new series that's going to be going alongside the one I already have, and this is called, well, the mod pack's called, it's R.A.D on Cursed Forge, and I basically am playing this, or trying it out, to see what it's like. So basically here I was collecting a bunch of items, like, basically just completing all the beginner tasks in this quest book. I decided to do Wizard because I wanted to try out that mod pack, or see what it's about. So, that's what I went with in both the beginner box and then, I forgot what the other thing was called. But basically you can use it to level up and get like special achievements. So basically, this is the beginning where I started out. I had a little look around, and where you select classes. Anyway, with this mod pack, it's basically one where the difficulty will like get higher the longer you're playing it, or the further you go away from spawn. So I'd figure I would start near spawn, which is basically I cleared out a bunch of the trees and made, or had the house built in the little corner, since I liked the place and it was near a cave. And this is where I was checking out the magic stuff, but I figured that I had to go mining first to get all the things I needed. It's like the magic crystals and stuff, which aren't hard to find. And I basically throughout this, I adventured to a little, like, I don't know if it's called like a mini village thing, but it's basically where there's two villagers. So I did have this extra chest thing that you can choose, because I wasn't sure about how good like what I would get. So I don't know, there's at least the basics in this. I also decided to leave this recording just like normal, as if you were actually playing, because I didn't feel like speeding it up, and I'd figured going a couple days at a time, maybe occasionally speeding it up if I did like a big mining or something. But I figure it might be better just to have it like in real time instead of just a bunch of speeded up clips. So this is basically where I set this start like waypoint thing, and decided to see what else was around, which is this is where it auto maps, and then you can basically take a look around within like a certain area. It does it every time you move, or basically when you move you can auto map it afterwards to see if there's any new stuff, which is where I found out there's that little village thing, which I've seen playing the other games, other Minecraft mods, so. And this, basically, if you eat different foods, it can give you hearts, like in other games. And this is, I guess it's like menu, or not menu, but like a little book. And then this talks about the difficulty, like I said in the beginning, about how it can raise and decrease. So, yeah, distance travel, numbers of monsters killed in game time is what can increase the difficulty. And I was looking at the bandages and stuff, because I like played another little bit of a world, like a day or something. just to see if there was anything that I need to get a hang of. And the heart crystals, which I haven't got any of those, but and then those ones, which increase difficulty if you use it. So, and it seems like the tools, they run out a lot faster than in normal Minecraft or in some other modded ones. But at least this one has what's it called? Vein Miner, which instead of it being the grave key, I changed it to the period key so that it was easier. That where you make the crafting pad is basically you can just access it like a normal crafting table just without putting it down on the ground, and you can go anywhere with it. So this is basically where I went in to see how far I could go in before I hurt any monsters, which I didn't, and to see what the cave generation was like, because I didn't look in the other world what it was like. And those bramble things, I have to go back and destroy those later, but they basically damage you. And I went so far, like, into the cave, and then just once I ran out of the torches, I basically stopped right here and just collected what I could and got out just in case there was any hard mobs. So this is gonna be like, I guess, the main cave that I'm gonna be using for like cave mining, that stuff. Because I figure it probably has a good amount of like places where it splinters off, and it has a bunch of good ore. So I looked at this, not entirely sure what it is. I'll probably look into it later, but it might be something that you can like spawn in mobs or something to either help you, or maybe it's like a task thing that you can do. So, and this is basically where I went and like looked out to see if there was any better places that I could build, and I decided that it's probably easier just to stay by spawn so that the difficulty doesn't go up too much. Because normally I like roam for a day or two in my other Minecraft worlds or like mod packs and stuff that I played to find like a decent spot, and I figured this is pretty decent compared to other spawns that I've been at. So because I know the one that I was like tried this mod pack out, I basically spawned near like an ocean, and then there was like a village nearby, which is okay, but like the rest of the spawn generation was like trash. So I figured this would just be okay since it's better than the last one I got. So this is basically that spot is where I decided to put the house down, because basically the little blue icon thingy, you can basically pick a house and start a house and go from there. And then there's like other things that you can do. I ran into, I don't know what it's called, cinder bloom. There's a bunch of, it seems like now in this mod pack the flowers have abilities that they can do, like either damage you and whatnot, and it doesn't really matter what type of flower it is. It just has some sort of ability, because there's one later on that like makes you float. for whatever reason. So yeah, basically I just decided to settle on this spot because it's like in a nook or in a corner. So then I could just build out from there, either going farther into that little mountain thing or going outwards and up. So I did change the bed color and then the glass color. And I decided this house, because it looks decent. And I can change stuff later on, so I normally go with that house, but I felt like I didn't want to. I want to try something different. So that's like its like top competitor besides the tree one. So and since it was getting night, I decided just to slap it down and then organize and then go to bed. So because your inventory does fill up pretty quickly. And then this is where I got a heart. I don't understand why the cherries explode, but so yeah, I decided to like start organizing inventory right away so it wouldn't be as hard later on if I did just slap a bunch of stuff in chests. So I basically did trees, all the edible stuff ish, all the plants, and then the rest was just thrown into another chest because I'll organize that later since they're not that important in comparison to the others. So yeah, normally the mining, the pick and everything, and then the axe normally lasts a while, but they ran out stupidly quick. So I was like able to destroy a couple of trees, and then it like broke. So, which might be something because of like the class I chose, but who knows. So this did take quite a long time to like clean up, I guess. But then I looked and like got all these different rewards. And then I did take some of the dirt and make it look nicer because there was like a hole in the ground ish. And then by the mining spot, little cave whatnot thing, I wanted to make that look nicer. Still confused about those pineapple things, but I guess later on I'll try and grow them and see what happens. So So basically, after fixing this up, I took everything that I collected and put them away in the chests. I plan on planting the bushes in like nice lines and whatnot, and then like harvesting them every couple of days, since they are a good source of food and they can stack up really well. So So this is basically where I decided to go and roam to that village thingy. That's where I ran into another bramble thing. And going this way, I did see like it's a small spider or something right here. It's got like half a heart, but it looked nice or interesting. And it wasn't the village thingy wasn't that far away, so I figured a little run off to it since there was probably like no mobs and no like dungeons nearby, so I wouldn't have a problem. So I collected the sugarcane because there wasn't any at the other spot. And these things, they make you levitate. And I decided to like quickly go into the water, and this is where I tried to destroy them and got levitated again. Feather blooms. So yeah, basically after this I stopped messing with it, and then found these glowing mushrooms. There's some sort of achievement in the quest book that you collect a certain type of glowing mushrooms and you get X, Y, and Z, some sort of reward from it. So that's why I collected them. There was really no like the entranceways of these are always like messed up, where the way they spawn isn't correct per se. When it comes to like trying to enter them, so you basically just gotta hop over the wall. Sometimes these mini village thingamabobers, it's a shady merchant. So basically, you don't want to buy from those because they basically make it look like, oh, it's such a great deal, and then they vanish afterwards, and they give you something really shitty. So basically, I did this auto mapping, and then looked around, saw that it was getting close to nighttime, and then teleported back home to like the start. Because I'm not sure about the mobs at night yet. I haven't like been through any of those. They might just be like normal, but who knows. I basically just put whatever I got away, and then put some in smelters and went to sleep. So hopefully this mod pack might give me some inspiration on what to do, since there is a couple of mods that are similar. So, and this is where I basically went down to the mining area, and then there's this, which not entirely sure what it is. I had to go, before going back up, I had to destroy the leaf and make more ladders. I got this achievement. I collected all of the stuff. And I basically plan on crafting a hammer, hopefully. And just mining through really quickly, which is where I plan on going back down to the mine. Or not this mine, but like, the big cave spot and just seeing what's there. I'm not entirely sure what this is. It looked a little bit creepy, but later I plan to explore, probably next episode. If I get like a bunch of, I have to look at my armor and stuff, but yeah, for whatever weird reason, there's like trees down in the caves. So this might be like where mobs, spawn. It's like similar to my other modded Minecraft series, where it's like it has like cobblestone and spiders webs incorporated together. Where there's just a bunch of different mobs that are a lot harder. And this is basically where I went back down and took or marked down this as a mining area. So let me know what your guys' opinions on how this series might go, or any ideas you have, and maybe other ideas that I could maybe incorporate in both series. Since my ideas aren't that great, but let me know.